Nej, det vet jag så gillar aldrig besöker feeling Earth. The chassis are out from the rocks, now about feet off tapping in apps, and the chamber from the business evening, and miracle by help.
Then what happened was the individuals worked out the first tricks of communicating. And for example, the most sophisticated version that we're aware of is human language. It's really a pretty amazing invention if you think about it. Here I have a very complicated, messy, confused idea in my head. I'm sitting here making grunting sounds, basically, and hopefully constructing a similar messy, confused idea in your head that bears some analogy to it. But we're taking something very complicated, turning it into sound, sequence of sounds, and producing something very complicated in your brain. So this allows us now to begin to start functioning as a single organism. And so, in fact, what we've done is we, humanity, have started abstracting out. We're going through the same levels that multicellular organisms have gone through, abstracting out our methods of recording, presenting, processing information. So, for example, the invention of language was a tiny step in that direction. Telephony, computers, videotapes, CD-ROMs, so on, are all our specialized mechanisms that we've now built within our society for handling that information. And it all connects us together into something that is much bigger and much faster and able to evolve than what we were before. So now evolution can take place on the scale of microseconds. So now we've speeded up the time scales once again. So the first steps of the story that I told you about took 1 billion years apiece. And the next steps, like nervous systems and brains, took a few 100 million years. And the next steps, like language and so on, took less than 1 million years. And these next steps, like electronics, seem to be taking only a few decades. The process is feeding on itself, becoming, yes, autocatalytic is the word for it. But something reinforces its rate of change. The more it changes, the faster it changes. Now, I design computers for a living. And I know that the mechanisms that I use to design computers would be impossible without recent advances in computers. What I do and what the designers at thinking machines do is we think at some level of abstraction, and then we hand it to the machine, and the machine takes it beyond what we could ever do, much farther and faster. I was riding in a 747 with Martin Minsky once. He pulls out his card and says, "Oh, look at this." It says, "This plane has hundreds of thousands of tiny parts working together to make it a safe flight." Doesn't that make you feel confident? In fact, we know that the engineering process doesn't work very well. So we're beginning to depend on computers to do a process. It's very different